pastors. Today I will be talking about an amazing woman who has touched not only my life, but also a lot of people's lives. She was born the third of 11 kids and the first of 2 girls in the family. Her father was a very popular and busy politician, and her mother, other than spitting out 11 kids, wasn't much of a mom other than a wife, mostly spending most of her time with her husband. At age 9, she witnessed the death of her youngest brother at the watch of a nanny. And just a little bit over 2 years after that, she had another 2 baby brothers. From that time, she decided she wasn't going to let any nannies take care of her brothers. She was going to take care of them. And yes, she was only 11 years old at that time. So she took care of both of them and also was working at her aunt's convenience store. Then that way she gets to have an allowance and she doesn't have to ask from her parents. And her parents normally does not care or didn't have the time to ask any of the kids if they needed anything anyway. With that allowance as well, she shared all of that with her brothers and sisters. Most of the time, she didn't have anything left for herself. When everybody else, when all the other 10 kids were busy partying at high school and college, she was busy still working at the convenience store and going to school. With that said, she's the only one and the first one in her family who has a college degree and has a full-time job. When she married her husband, she decided that she was going to move her family, her kids, her 2 kids, and her husband to a safer neighborhood. And also tried to give everything to her kids that she didn't experience growing up. She and her husband were able to afford a good life, and even with having 2 helpers, she made sure that she did not spoil her kids, her 2 daughters, and also always made them clean their own rooms, made them help out in the kitchen, and also teach them a lot about saving and managing their money. She's a full-time teacher and a full-time businesswoman, a very busy, successful businesswoman, but she always had time to be with her family. Both of her daughters don't remember a day when she wasn't there around them. She's always there at every sports event, there for every school programs, also always there for all the heartaches and failures and successes that both kids went through. With that said, other than her responsibilities with her 2 daughters and her husband, she also sent one of her oldest brother to school and her 2 baby brothers to school. Other than that, she also sent maybe a dozen of her nieces and nephews to school. And most of them, maybe 4 of them, right now still are in school, and she still does it. Apart from being a successful teacher, successful businesswoman, she is also took care of her sick mother, her sick sister, and also sick brother, all at the same time. She was there, gave up doing everything else but taking care of all 3 of them. And unfortunately, all 3 of them died within the last 3 years. She's a very strong woman. She is, both of her daughters never seen her cry other than one time ever in their lives. She's 5'2", very kind-hearted, but never make her get mad at you because you're going to be in such a big trouble. She is 5'2", very beautiful. She's elegant, always elegant. She's always told her 2 daughters that someday when you get married, you shouldn't let go of yourself just because now you're married. The more that you have a reason to be beautiful and to be elegant because you have a husband now. And that always, both of her sons-in-law appreciate that of her. And she, as a mother, has always been there with all the troubles in life. She's 5'2". She's a very successful woman. She's a daughter. She's a niece. She's an aunt. She's a great aunt. She's a friend. She is a successful businesswoman. And most of all, she is my friend and my mom.